today I'm wearing a shirt that says the AME Fund, and the reason for that is it's a organization ministry that my brother-in-law helped to start to raise money for doctors in Africa. So they're African doctors, and my brother-in-law is a missionary doctor there, and so we're wanting to raise money for them. And if you'd like to help us with that, there is going to be a 5K and half marathon in Huntington Beach on August 17th. It's at 7 in the morning. We're just coming, our family and some friends that are going to join us, and we'd love for you to come also if you're free. It is an early morning commitment, but it's a beautiful location, a path right on the beach. I'm going to put the link for where you can sign up and donate if you want in the description of this video. But if you're not confident in running a 5K or half marathon, you can walk it, or you could bring a chair and sit with my mom on the sidelines and be a cheerleader. But anyways, it's going to be a fun time and a worthy cause to raise money for these doctors. So we'd love to see you there if you can make it. But today we are going to start a two-part series on how to raise and mother daughters. So we did one on teenage boys, and we've talked about boys, but my mom raised two daughters, so I'm the happy recipient of her love and care in that area. So she's going to share some principles that were helpful, and it'll be a two-part series, so we'll do another one next week as well. Turn it over to Mom.
All right. Well, before I start, I'll just say another word about that AME Fund. Our son-in-law is part of a team of American doctors, and I think a Canadian too, Christians that are training doctors from Africa for Africa. And a lot of these medical students don't have a lot of funds, and the Christian university that has the pre-med program is training them, and then the team of doctors gives them the practical training in a hospital. So that's the backstory of the AME Fund. All right, okay, daughters. The world right now just pretty much twists things around as far as gender and all, but it's very clear in Scripture. God made male and female, and He chose which of your children would be the daughters and which are the sons, and He's planned that all out. There's some cultural things. It just seems like so many things for girls are pink and ruffles and lace, and that is fine, but not every girl will be attracted to that. So that's not a key factor as much as attitudes and delights. So we're going to talk today about toddlers and preschoolers and elementary girls and things you can do. Now, Michelle had a little store. I would save containers when I emptied them out from our cupboards when we had finished the last bit of it, and we'd tape up the empty boxes. And then she had a little play cash register and a little grocery cart, and she would play store. And one time one of the boys made fun of her little store, and also her dad, my husband, made that son have to play in the store with her because she had no sister at that time to play with her. So anyway, don't let the boys make fun. Let them delight in the fact that the girls want to grow in the things that they see their mother doing. And in the elementary years, think about toys. Now, Barbie dolls may not be the big thing now, but we did some thinking ahead about dolls in general and chose not to have Barbie dolls for our daughters. The Barbie dolls is all just into fashion and fancy cars and handsome boyfriends and nice homes, and not a baby in sight. And so we chose rather to have baby dolls, and just the fun of preparing for motherhood someday, and you might think about toys also. What is the long range results and attitudes resulting from what your daughters are playing with? You know, their play is preparing them for life. And so think ahead and make wise decisions on that line. Now, when our girls were in elementary, and Michelle was in as a teen, actually, we had a girls and mothers club, and we eventually called it Designer Girls, and they could learn all kinds of skills, some first aid skills, some gardening skills, sewing and quilting, and also a chance to learn attitudes. So that was a fun thing for the mothers and daughters, and the mothers could kind of contribute things that they were good at, and we had a florist come and talk about flower arranging, and anyway, just things like that where they can participate with other girls and women and just have fun learning things. You know, you enjoy what you learn. One of the things she learned during that time was how to sew on various kinds of buttons. So we had a little kit for her, and anytime one of the boys or their dad or whatever lost a button, they would pay her 25 cents to sew it on. So it was nice to have a little way to use her skill. Also, you need to help the brothers and sisters get along and not compete. We encouraged our daughters never to do sarcastic remarks to the brothers and put them down, and also for the brothers not to ever make put downs about how they looked or what they were doing. It's just important for the brothers and sisters to compliment each other instead of compete. And early hospitality, I remember Christy, she'd always bring me back into her little corner of her bedroom with her older sister, and she would have all her little tea sets and everything, and just kind of do what she still does now. She loves to do interior decorating and kind of fix up our home. And when the older three were the only children, we moved to a place, and we were homeschooling, and sometimes we would have people drop in unexpectedly. So we had a thing called Code Red, and if I said Code Red, all of a sudden everybody would go into motion, and we'd have cold water in the refrigerator and some cups on a tray, and we'd have somebody invite them in and sit them on the couch, and just a lot of things in motion to just be able to, at the drop of a hat, welcome guests. So that was a fun thing. But I wanted to stress that the biggest factor in raising daughters is your attitude. You know, your attitude about the home. Are you discontent with the home that you have? Do you always want a bigger one or a different kind of a home? You know, that's important. Also, your marriage. Are you complaining about your marriage and about your husband? And do the children hear you talk about him when you're talking with friends, talking about him in a negative way? And also your mothering. Do you complain to others about all the time and energy it takes to mother the children? You know, it takes confidence in God, who says he gently leads those who are with young. And that confidence will help you mother with joy, making it fun. You'll be more creative, and you'll be able to persevere, because this is a high calling. Next time we're going to talk about teen girls and preparing them to launch, and we'll get more specific about those kind of things. But you know, Proverbs 31:10-31, my friend who did a series on Titus 2 things, she says, that's the woman we all love to hate. And I guess we all know that we don't measure up in that. Those are seasons of life for this mother, and she excelled in different things, probably not all at the same time. But as you're training your little girls, you can train them not to talk and complain about their brothers. You can help them to be trustworthy, to not be idle, but to be busy, doing good things, and find ways that they can reach out to needy people and people that are suffering. So there's just a lot there that you can start implementing in your home and in their lives, and prepare them for the delight of being and growing as a virtuous woman.
So next week will be part 2, and don't forget, if you would like to come join us at the Huntington 5K and half marathon, we'd love to see you there. It'll be easy to find us. We'll be there, a whole family. So
it can be
August 17th.
Yeah.
It is an early commitment at 7 in the morning, but that's okay. I mean, mornings are beautiful. It'll be right on the beach on a little running path. So come join us if you would like, and we'd love to see you there. And click on the link in the description if you want more information about that. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your week.
So long.
Bye.